Okay, it's Sunday. We got a new weekly. And to me, trumpets seem the most represented across the board. The only thing about the trumpets, I guess, would be there isn't really the scaling with the trumpets as far as you getting stats from them, but that's kind of how trumpets normally work anyway. You just get benefits from having them. So there's definitely a bunch of trumpet stuff here. Like, there is some unicorn question mark question mark question mark combo for getting that kind of stuff, that scaling. That's a little something. It's not the best because you'll only be getting one thing scaled each time, and you're probably not going to be getting that many like weaknesses on you besides the toe. You know what? Actually, there's Red Dragon and Boitada, so you can get a little bit of that. There is the Goat Guys combo. I don't know if I've had this in a weekly I've done yet. So Goat Guys, that's the official name for sure. Um, there is some spawning related things, but it feels a little bit tough to pull off for me personally compared to the other stuff. Dog, slime feels like it'd be 100% needed. Shark, eagle, harpy, eagle, German shepherd. Maybe I'm forgetting another one in there, but something along those lines. Then there's just some regular scaling like Purtle. The team spirit feels not as likely to pull off, so I'm just thinking that there's a couple of the combos that maybe you'll do, but generally speaking, maybe we'll see. It's quiet, too quiet, because Chrome broke, as it always does, because it's a bad program. Some ordinary nuts, some concerned nuts. Are you a salted nuts or an unsalted nuts kind of die? You're saying triple question mark frigate dog goat cycle team? I've lost track of what that means. No, I do understand what that means actually. That sounds maybe interesting. It sounds like maybe that could be interesting. Alright, level next turn. I like that. I like that. It's a good place to be. Good place to be. Feel like this is a win. It is a win, in fact. So let's just get this out of the way. It is Sunday. It is Easter. It is 420. It is Greek Easter. Yes, there is also WrestleMania. Yes, there is also the other things I just said. What did I say? Greek Easter and Easter on the same day, which doesn't happen that often. Then there's 420, Blaze It, etc., etc. Concerned nuts and everything. Tomorrow, for probably 99% of people that are watching, tomorrow is a normal Monday. But for me, in Massachusetts, the real fucking Patriots, we celebrate Patriots Day, which is Monday. And also because Massachusetts, Patriots Day is also colloquially known, I don't know, I couldn't get that out of me, known as Marathon Monday because it's also the date of the Boston Marathon every year. Well, not the date as in the number, but the date as in like the day that it takes place. Anyway, the point is it's happening. I think Blue Dragon is pretty cool. I think, okay, interestingly, this is two different combos. Dog plus slime, or blue plus blue, trumpet, trumpet. Now, I already said I think trumpet's better, but a slime really early, I mean, that's when you want it to build up. And because I think trumpets are maybe a little more likely to happen, I'm going to do what maybe seems like the dumber decision, and I'm actually going to do it in this order. Sue me, I guess, maybe. I don't know. That's what I've decided. Now, I'm not desperate enough to take a horse, but I think this is worth trying. I think this is worth trying. You say dumber, I say dumber, you say funner. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think because of that, I don't know what I'm looking for, I guess, now. Now I'm looking for spider? I would take a spider. Hercules beetle just to have, and stock up. A lemur to get a toy involved would be good. All yeah, those could all work. Oh yeah, you can get pills from Pillbug. Not a ton you're really looking to pill, I think, right? I mean, you could do an eagle, but that would be a crazy wait for that. I'm sort of thinking about the broccoli, which might be... Actually, I should get one of these, a faint bread. I should get a faint bread, toss that on the slime or something for now, maybe. You know what? Let me do this. I'll just buy this guy. Just cuz. Just cuz. Punished. Punished. Yep, just gonna roll. Just gonna roll. Crazy pill for late slime levels. Yep, I regret the... Okay, there's a spider, I guess. I'm ignoring the big... I feel so dumb for taking that stupid Bigfoot, man. That was not worth it. We might be able to win this. Yeah, 5'10". 5'10" pretty big. 5'10" pretty big. Okay. We're not gonna be losing. Toad is you know what? Get rid of this too. Toad and spider. Because weakness on these things and then yada yada yada. It makes sense, okay? I'll take that. I'll take a spider potential. Nope, roll. Yes. This won't work forever. But I think it'll be valuable now still anyway. How about that? How about that then? Speaking of running and sports, hey, that went off. That was good. Okay, couple spawns. I think we're okay to draw. There was a world record in the discus this past week. Just thought I would mention that. That's kind of cool, right? Maybe, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Probably need to get rid of this. Is my thought. We're investing. That's what we're telling ourselves. We're investing. Not sure what we're investing in exactly. I think it's time to get rid of you just because we need to. It's gonna make us less good, but yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Not the best. Not the worst. Not the best. Not the worst. There was something else running related, I think. Oh yeah, Shelly and Fraser Price isn't retiring and had a good start on her first run for the year, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool to me. Wow, they have a Mimic that's already popping off? That's cheating. That's cheating, plus your dog's better, plus ratio, plus whatever the kids say. God. I'm just selling it because I want to get rid of it. It really is all that is. Okay. I don't want to buy this Hawk, but Tua, I guess. I guess Tua. Well, this is kind of what I thought would happen, where granted, the luck didn't go my way in terms of levels here, but also just sort of trumpets. I think we would have had a lot better likelihood of winning. Now we're just gonna draw. L plus ratio plus no riz plus skibbity. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Thing is, weakness obviously matters, but there's actually not much armor this week. It's really just pita bread, which I think would trigger before the weakness anyway, so not that great in that sense. I guess I'm gonna give this to you. I was considering the frog, but I feel like I can't. Okay, we need something. Honestly, we need it from you. Okay. Okay. I'm actually just considering getting rid of the dog completely. Because maybe we'll end up switching that for a shark or a shepherd or something. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll level you first. Okay. We will do the eagle, but we can only do one of you right now. You know what's kind of funny? I guess that wouldn't really... If you had the hawk, like, here... That way you weakness 2 things guarantee, and then, like, the rhino somehow shoots a bunch of things, but I don't think that's where we're at. I think... We probably have to shark, right? Instead of the eagle? I don't know. I don't know. The team doesn't have any scaling, which is something I'm worried about. But we'll see, I guess. We don't kill the Masa either, huh? That's some math. That is some math. Hold on. Hold on. I think we win? Okay, we won that one. What? You know what? I'm at 4 health and 5 wins. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining so much. Eagle over spider? Yeah, that was my thought process for now. I was definitely thinking that. Obviously, you could argue, oh, take out the hawk and then just have more. This being here doesn't help my case, but I was, you know... There's a world where we get rid of this toad and instead bring in something like a German Shepherd. Granted, I don't know how you're going to get attack on this German Shepherd, but... Yeah, let's do it like this, I guess. I guess let's do it like that. Okay, thank you. Slime, Hercules, Beetle, plus fish. Now, obviously, this Mimic is tempting. Because we're pretty guaranteed to have that happen. Granted, it's only 1 gold. Obviously, when it's a level, that's a different story. You could replace the hawk with this and put it in the 3rd slot. So I think then you lose out on a spawn slime. So maybe I just ignore it and do this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, hawk trade. I feel like my team's better because I have level 2s, but they do have horse going on. They also... Oh, you know what? That activates multiple times, doesn't it? Mimic over Toad because you get multiple activations. Oh, there's the combo of the dudes. Alright, how crazy is it to just double Eagle instead of this Hawk? But I do feel like the Toad is... Yeah, maybe a Mimic would have been nice. What happened? What is this? How does this work again? A 10-10? A 10-10 would be pretty nice. A 10-10 would be pretty nice. Oh, baby. The greed. Okay. I mean, this just would do more things for the shark. Again, there isn't much... There isn't really any armor. So there isn't a reason necessarily to have the Toad. Obviously, 3+ damage is nice. Also, you could put it in front of this so this gets more spawns. It's maybe a little questionable, but we also can do this and then sell it. Little toilet paper. Little toilet paper action. Little something something. And this hawk is still replaceable. And the hawk is still replaceable. Oh. Well, we're probably losing to this one. Yep, we're losing to that one. Especially after it did that. Especially after it did that. Wait. No, yeah. Okay. Especially after that burn. Yeah, I need to get you up health-wise a little bit, I think. I think we need you to live. That would be enough to live, so I like that. I'm dying. Okay, I could toss one of these on you as well. I like that. That's a good spot for you. Okay. Okay. I mean, I do still feel like we're gonna fall off to trumpet teams. Or, you know, anything that does triggers like that. Ooh, I got a level 2 of that, though. That's pretty good. Okay, alright. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Durian. Trying to think, what else would I want to put on a eagle anyway? I'll put it on the eagle. I will take the level. I will consider that, but honestly, probably just better to keep the hog and try to kill any big unit that like a different team has up front. Does that get the coconut? No. Unfortunately, the I think we win this one easily, but unfortunately the whatchamacallit there did not quite work. The durian, because the eagle got sniped, but hold on. The spawn team is maybe... Okay, that's a big level. That's a huge level. Let's transform you? Just kidding. You thought I was about to do it. I was so nonchalant. You thought I was about to do it. You thought I was about to do it. Eagle? We've done eagle. I think in that case you just do this. And toss this. And then let it rip. 3 health, 8 out of 10 wins. We could maybe do it. This week... In the past streams, we've done some cool stuff. Do I snipe before you? No, but at least I got rid of the cocoa nut. Oh, that's a lot of trumpets. Wait, I think we could win this still. We could draw this. We can win this. We can win this. We won this, in fact. Cool. Woodcarve Wednesday, we did some stuff. I honestly forget what we did. I needed to look. I forgot to write it down. Usually I write it down so that I remember. This goes before attack, which doesn't really work. You would want it to go before the start of battle, so I'm just gonna let that sit. I am going to heal you a tiny bit, and I'm probably just gonna... Okay, that was why you wait, in case you get a chocolate. I think I'm gonna freeze the pears though, otherwise. Woodcarve Wednesday, we did a lot of demos this week. We had some puck in there at some point. Oh, and we started a new game series of sorts. Ooh, the durian's actually kind of nice there too. I think we still win this, but that's a cool team. Lots of the Elefante. Oh yeah, we win this. Well, that's 10. And look at that, it wasn't even with the trumpets. What? Apparently, I don't know anything. You win with spawns instead. It paid off. Isn't that nice? We started a new game that will be our sort of... I don't want to call it an embryo replacement, because it is very much a different game, but it is, at least for now, decided to be a new... moving forward every Friday second half of stream type game, but it is a little bit different. It's not quite as story like, but I'm trying it out. I'm gonna try it out mainly because it's Lazy Shovels, because it's cool. It's a Picross game, but it has story basically. But still, that's neat, right? Maybe for Happy. That's cool. Alright, I mean, whatever, I guess. Psychotic. Psychotic build? What else did we do? What the heck did we do? We did... I don't remember what games we did before Woodcarve Wednesday, but it was a demo, I think. Oh yeah, we did a simulator demo type game, which was cool. But yeah, we did mostly normal, lots of demos, so it's hard to remember them all. And then the new game we're starting with. Okay, no trumpets, or sorry, no. Okay, we're taking the dragon, is what I'm trying to say. We're taking the dragon. Yes, we could get a cherry. That is true. Gain one trumpet reach from behind. Yep, I'm just doing this. Just doing this. There is something psycho to be said about doing this and trying to get to level 10. Not level 10. You know what I'm talking about. 10 money. It's also just bigger than that, and it's only level 1. I'm gonna throw this in. I'm gonna throw it in. We can always feed the things to that if we want to at some point, which I kind of like that idea. I'm also kind of tempted to do that. Ink. Attack and ability to do 3 less damage. Feels weird to get rid of this when you have the horse, but I think I'm going to, so that we can do this. Which, I mean, that's a 4/4. Although I guess, yeah, I'll still have it up there. And then you do that, and then you do that, and then we see what happens. I will say it feels a little tough to just take this the triple question mark right out the gate, because it really will only work with well, that didn't really have a big benefit, but it really only works with the unicorn, and then it only buffs one thing, which is fine, but it's not like the strongest thing around. So it's kind of I'm not as sold on it. I will just throw this out there, I think, for now, too. We've seen that that can be pretty beneficial. I don't think I'm taking a second one, though. I'm going to roll for some level potentials. Well, would have got a cockroach if I kept it, but we did not. So that's what happened. So that's what happened. Frigate for rice pivots. Kind of an interesting idea. Hold on. Maybe I don't know anything. Hold on, maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, the eucalyptus wrote over this. Wow. I should have been yelled at for that one. Should have been yelled at for that one. Well, looks like we're not quite hitting. Okay, that's a cool little thing to do, potentially, at some point. So this is a team that is existing. Not so great, but damn. I was just praying that they had like just gotten it late. You're lucky. I'm lucky you didn't spot it. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no, from the same tier. For some reason I always think it's from the next tier up. Now do I take this level right now? This level doesn't really benefit. You do this. It doesn't really benefit in terms of having an ability in the battle. Okay. Greed, definitely a bit of a greed. You know what? Honestly, probably should have sold the pigeon and just bought another one of the things. That would have probably been a better idea. It's still traded, which is unfortunate. And then that horse is just not helping. Yeah, mega dead. Mega dead. Level 2 horse. Things would have gone a little bit different, but not quite enough still. Okay. What the hell do you want me to do with that? I mean, seal plus 2 of those is kind of hard to pass up. We're not really spawning that much stuff, so I think I will get rid of the horse now. I mean, I know it buffs this and then the trumpets, but the other thing would be to take the other werewolf. But I think we gotta do this. Even though, you know, attack scaling isn't really as important here as health, but this will hit those, which is pretty nice. So that's something. Granted, I don't think I'm gonna sell this right now anyway, but you know, it's there as an option. These are the things you want to feed after this, like, buffs a bunch of people. I think this team, like, I feel like in this weekly you would want the seal almost with spawners so that they have lots of attack and then you still have units left over. Oh, oh, they combine into one unit? I didn't know they did that. Oh, one health? One health? One health? First two enemies? Kind of feel like we should get rid of these, but I also could buy a cherry so that this still works and then sell this. Wait, sell this first. I guess I'm buying a red dragon. And then you buy this. And then you buy this. I can't buy that. I can't buy that. So they combine into one unit, huh? That's kind of cool. Goat guys are goating it up? Who would have known? Jesus, how did you do that? How are you getting all that health? That's cool idea. Cool idea, at the very least. Oh my god, we still won. We still won somehow. I don't really see a world where this team can actually go the distance, but that's fine, I guess. That's fine, I guess. We're just gonna ride it out. I already got 10 wins the first time. Now we have this hodgepodge of nothingness that's gonna probably not get there. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, too bad. One buffs the attack, the other buffs health, and when you're ready, you combine them. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Almost as cool as this team that's probably about to lose. Stew. More stews would be what we need. But that's okay. I did some things. Yes, I could sell the beetle for a lot of gold. I don't really got a lot to do with that gold. Although it's an even turn, so maybe just because of that alone we'll win. Yeah. Yeah. Just because of that, though. Back to odd turn. We got no shot, surely. Oh. Nice hit on the seal. Love to see that. Love to see that. Is an apple or a bacon worth that? Probably. It's an 820. I guess that should maybe be here. You back here now? Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Masa plus that nurse shark? I see what's going on there. It ain't looking good for me. Wait a second, maybe it is. Hold on. Are we doing it? It's an even turn? I think we just gotta let those... Well... Feels tough to change off of this. Because this is gonna double stats, because it's an even turn. But this is a 17-10. So it just feels like that's tough to trade that off in. You could argue the squid. It's only a 13-6. then you wouldn't need the trumpets from this. You could put, you know, other things onto the seal. I guess the reason maybe you wouldn't is because the inked maybe gets rid of other stuff that matters, but I'm also thinking maybe not this turn, because I don't know. I don't got a good excuse if I'm honest with you. It's a 15-16. We believe in even Steven. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that we can't be having. Oh, hold on, never mind. I was thinking we can't be having the this thing not at least get 2 hits off because of the ink, but the ink's only 3. Not that much. We're at 7 out of 10 though. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it immediately gets to do at least 1. That's the other reason that I'm doing it like this, is that it immediately gets to do a few shots off here. Oh, well, the crisp is not going to be enough, unfortunately. If the lion shark or whatever it is, well, no. If our dude that we traded for at the front shot the shark, I think it had 6 health maybe, we might have actually been able to win that one, but the RNG taketh. Let me just run that back real quick to show you. So it burns down to 4, and if it shot the shark, I actually think we at least draw. No, I think we would win. We would at least draw, is what I'm gonna say. But yeah, because it doesn't choose who it shoots at, right? It just does it at random, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's just random. Yeah, random. Oh, man. So we could have had it. We could have had it, but we did not. And that would have, I think that would have been a pretty big turning point too, but hey, at least we got 110, and then we got a little funky team. Honestly, that team shouldn't have even gotten that far. That was a miracle. That seal really saved it all. But maybe I'll have to try to put a trumpet team together next.